Hello, Pittsburgh Steelers fans. I'm Mateo Ramirez, and welcome to another video here on Steelers Nation News, your trusted channel for everything black and gold. Today we bring you some breaking news that's shaken up the fan base. George Pickens has left Pittsburgh and already has a new number with the Dallas Cowboys. What does this mean for the future of the team? We'll tell you everything right here. Before we dive into all the details, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's free, takes just a second, and helps us a lot in continuing to grow and bring you the very best Steelers content. Now let's get into the news. George Pickens' journey with the Steelers has come to an unexpected end. The talented receiver, drafted in the second round of the 2022 draft, showed flashes of greatness during his time in Pittsburgh. With 1,042 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2023, he was shaping up to be a future star. However, his on-field temperament, differences with the coaching staff, and the arrival of a new number 1 receiver left him out of the franchise's plans. In the 2025 offseason, the Steelers made a big move by acquiring DK Metcalf in a blockbuster trade with the Seattle Seahawks. Metcalf, who signed a 4-year, $132 million extension, made it clear that Pittsburgh wanted a physical, dominant, and drama-free receiver. In this new scenario, Pickens became expendable. On May 7, 2025, the Steelers traded Pickens and a 2027 sixth-round pick to the Cowboys in exchange for a 2026 third-rounder and a 2027 fifth-rounder. A strategic, though painful, move for many fans. Now in Dallas, Pickens has started to integrate with his new team. Although he initially wore number 13 during training, he recently announced through the Cowboys' official account that he will wear number 3 for the 2025 season. It's a significant change, as it's the first time he'll wear that number as a professional. At Georgia, he wore number 1, and with Pittsburgh, it was 14. This change is possible thanks to a 2021 rule allowing skill position players, receivers, running backs, etc., to wear single-digit numbers. Previously, these were reserved for quarterbacks, kickers, or punters. Number 3 had been worn by Brandon Cooks in Dallas in 2023 and 2024, but after signing with the Saints, the number became available for Pickens. With Pickens gone, the Steelers now have a big hole in their receiving core. While DK Metcalf arrives as the clear star of the group, the team still needs more depth and speed. That's where the name Khalil Shakir comes in, the Buffalo Bills wide receiver who could be the team's next target. Shakir is a young player, selected in the 5th round of the 2022 draft, who has shown steady improvement. In 2024, he totaled 652 yards and 5 touchdowns, proving to be a threat from the slot with great separation ability and clean route running. Rumors suggest that the Steelers have shown interest in him. According to NFL Network reports, Pittsburgh would be willing to offer a 2026 fifth-round pick to acquire his services. Shakir's rookie contract is still valid for 2 more years, which makes him financially attractive. The offense, now led by a new offensive coordinator, is looking for explosiveness, and a player like Shakir can offer just that: speed, mobility, and reliable hands. He would also be an ideal complement to Metcalf, adding variety to the scheme and opening up more possibilities for the passing game. Although there is no formal offer yet, the Steelers are expected to make a move soon, especially if the receiving core doesn't impress during preseason training. Now then, who really won the George Pickens trade? From the Steelers' point of view, the move was pragmatic. By bringing in DK Metcalf, the team went all in on a more reliable, disciplined player with a proven track record. Plus, gaining future 3rd and 5th-round picks gives them draft flexibility. But Dallas also made a smart move. Pickens, in the final year of his rookie contract, arrives motivated and hungry to prove his worth. If he can stay disciplined and focused on the game, he could form a dangerous duo with CeeDee Lamb and add a new dimension to the Cowboys' passing attack, which needs more weapons to compete in the NFC. The interesting thing now will be whether Pickens takes advantage of this second opportunity, and whether Pittsburgh can fill the void with a mix of Metcalf, Calvin Austin III, Pat Freiermuth, and perhaps a reinforcement like Shakir. And now we want to hear from you, Steelers fans. Backhand index pointing right, did you like the Pickens trade to Dallas, or do you think Pittsburgh gave up on him too soon? Backhand index pointing right, would Khalil Shakir be a good replacement? Backhand index pointing right, do you think DK Metcalf will be enough to lead the receiving core? Let us know in the comments. Let's start by talking about Gabe Davis, a name that has been shaking up the NFL market and could land in Pittsburgh for the 2024 season. Davis, 26 years old, is a wide receiver who entered the league in 2020 when he was drafted in the 4th round by the Buffalo Bills. His career has been a mix of explosive moments and some injuries that have affected his performance in certain seasons. With the Bills, Davis proved his value, accumulating an impressive 163 receptions for 2,730 yards and 27 touchdowns over 4 years. He is a player who brings speed, physicality, and the ability to make catches in high-pressure situations, especially remembered for his historic 2021 playoff game where he scored 4 touchdowns and rushed for 201 yards in the win over the Chiefs. That performance put him on the radar of many experts as a receiver capable of being a game-changer in crucial moments. However, last season, Davis signed a 3-year, $39 million contract with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Unfortunately, a meniscus injury limited him to only 10 games, with 20 receptions for 239 yards and 2 touchdowns, numbers well below his potential. This sequence led the Jaguars to release him in early May this year, leaving Davis a free agent. Now, the Steelers see in him a golden opportunity to replace George Pickens, who was traded to the Dallas Cowboys. The team needs a reliable receiver who can create space, demand double coverage from defenses, and help quarterback Kenny Pickett further develop his game. Gabe Davis brings exactly those qualities. At 6 feet 2 inches, 1.88 meters, and nearly 220 pounds, 100 kilograms, he combines strength and speed. He is a deep threat and has a history of making explosive plays, which could balance the Steelers' passing game that struggled last year due to a lack of dependable targets. Additionally, his experience with dynamic offenses makes him a natural fit for the offensive system Pittsburgh wants to implement. Of course, there is an important question: Davis's physical condition. His recovery from injury and overall conditioning will be decisive factors for him to regain his best form. That's why the visit he will make to the team in the coming days will be crucial for the coaching staff to evaluate not only his talent but also his readiness for the season. If the signing goes through, Gabe Davis could be the missing piece to make the Steelers' offense more explosive and unpredictable, helping the team aim for bigger achievements in 2024. Besides free agent signings, the Steelers are always attentive to the draft to secure talents who can grow alongside the team. For the next season, one name catching the team's attention is wide receiver Jalen Rivers from the University of Miami. Rivers is an athlete with important attributes: speed, agility, and the ability to make catches in tough situations. In his last college season, he recorded 65 receptions, amassed 1,100 yards, and scored 11 touchdowns, numbers that reflect his consistency and explosive potential. Moreover, he is a versatile player, capable of playing different positions on the field and contributing on kick returns. This type of player fits perfectly with the Steelers' philosophy, which values athletes who play with intelligence and dedication, in addition to talent. With uncertainty about the future of some veteran receivers on the roster, the arrival of a promising young player like Rivers could bring more depth and renewal to the squad. The team has already held meetings with agents and scouts close to the player, and at the Combine, Rivers stood out in agility and speed tests, essential qualities for a modern receiver who needs to move quickly to shake off defenders. With a priority to strengthen the passing game, fans can expect the 2025 draft to bring good options to keep the Steelers competitive and maintain a balanced roster. Besides the interest in Gabe Davis, the Steelers have also been active behind the scenes with trade rumors. One of the most talked-about negotiations involved the Miami Dolphins as they tried to acquire tight end Jonnu Smith, a Pro Bowl player known for his skills in both blocking and receiving passes. Smith could be an important addition to the offense, especially to help protect the quarterback and open up options in the short and intermediate passing game, areas the Steelers want to strengthen. The team, seeking a balance between youth and experience, sees Smith as an opportunity to add quality and versatility. However, given the financial situation and salaries, the Steelers seem to consider Gabe Davis a more affordable option at the moment who can still bring explosiveness and deep playability. For the Dolphins, trading Smith might be part of a larger roster restructuring strategy, aiming for future draft picks or players better suited to their philosophy. If the trade happens, the Steelers would gain important reinforcements for the season, balancing the roster and increasing competitiveness, while the Dolphins would free up space for adjustments. Now we want to hear from you, Steelers fan. Backhand index pointing right, what do you think about the possible arrival of Gabe Davis to the Steelers? Backhand index pointing right, do you think Jonnu Smith would be an important addition to the offense? Backhand index pointing right, and what do you expect from the upcoming draft, with prospects like Jalen Rivers? Leave your comment below. We really want to know your opinion. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and hit the bell so you don't miss any news about our team. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Go Steelers!